You can go ahead and read that if you want.
Okay. Metal Gear Solid's The Wii, Snake Eater, 1964. Virtuous Mission and Operation Snake Eater. The origin of the Metal Gear series begins in 1964 at the height of the Cold War. Naked Snake, the man who would later become the legendary soldier known as Big Boss, heads into Soviet territory to help the scientists Sokolov defeat the West. The effect of the West. Wow, I can read today. That was going good. However, the mission ends in failure when Snake's mentor, a female soldier known as the Boss, unexpectedly defects to the Soviet Union. The fate of the world hanging in the balance. Snake is forced to question the true meaning of loyalty as he embarks on a lone mission to kill his former mentor.
Oh my.
What?
That sounds like a lot for Snake. I don't have a file to load. Oh, we could play the original Metal Gear.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh, no. Okay, this is the 8. Like, okay.
Hmm.
It's not Metal Gear Solid. It's just Metal Gear.
Yeah.
So those are like the arcade ones.
I'm playing for the first time.
Okay.
What do I want it on?
Whatever you want it on.
I'm gonna put it on normal and then cry. I can't beat things.
Okay. I believe in you. After that.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West.
I can't rhyme two with two.
This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Lazy rhyming. Oh, it's very, sharp. Is it supposed to be like that?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, because the other half of that is I'm streaming the game off the website, so. Oh no, Pakistan.
Oh, I guess we could have waited. I guess we should have waited 2 days.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check.
I'm sure we'll still be playing this in 2 days.
All right.
I know, but still.
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility. Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector.
You're gonna get slapped, man.
Put on your mask.
Oh, how topical.
Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Excuse
Okay.
you?
I feel like that's how you get dead.
Wait.
10 minutes to drop off. Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
I vibrated.
I'm sorry. Seems like a personal problem.
Putting the mask on and dropping the cigarette started making the controller vibrate like crazy.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Oh, look, it says Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. So funny.
External temperature minus 46
Oh,
degrees
look at that,
Celsius.
those graphics.
2 minutes to drop off. Stand
Right?
I hope that I can change the volume, but the vibration
You'll be
settings.
falling at 130 miles per hour.
Probably.
Try not to get frostbite from the
My hands are going numb.
Move to the rear.
Activate the alarm model.
This is one
You
for
have
the
to
history
control it
books.
down.
World's first Halo.
Well, then my leg is gonna go numb.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by.
You don't need those.
Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop-off.
I don't like that the game volume goes down whenever someone talks.
2,
Mine doesn't do that.
Spread your wings
and fly. God be with you.
Don't know why yours does that.
I don't know why either.
Could be a setting on our side.
Whee!
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the Virtuous Mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the Virtuous Mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov. Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin to orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left
I like how they're using actual footage.
to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau.
See, you
That's
have a
quite
lot to learn
success
about
story.
Metal Gear.
So why do you want to defect?
I do.
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
You put a lot of effort into the cutscene.
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for
Yeah.
that, he left his country and his
And
family
they're like an hour
behind
long.
and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken
They're all
safely
like
to
an
the
hour
west.
long.
We used a mole to get the family out first, and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
Oh no.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying
Oh, it's
intermediate
actually
range
President
ballistic
Kennedy.
missiles in Cuba. The president demanded that the Soviets
Well, it's not like a
dismantle and remove the missiles.
video game rendition of it.
At
It's
the same time, he
actual
announced
footage.
a naval blockade to prevent further missile
It's just
shipments
really
from
interesting.
Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba. And
Just
so
in
the
time for
world
Halloween.
avoided a nuclear holocaust.
Yeah.
But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the U.S.
If I was the
agreed to
president,
remove its
I would've
IRBMs from Turkey?
Dressed up like a nuclear bomb for
No.
Halloween.
The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand.
Hmm.
The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No. According to our intelligence, he's in Selino-Yarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
Oh shit.
I'm glad we're still falling.
Yeah.
Like, how long does that cutscene move? Us still falling? How high up are we?
Well, we're still vibrating.
It's not even the team yet.
No.
Listen up, Jack.
How about
Your
the
mission is to
Balkan?
infiltrate
Oh.
Selino-Yarsk in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him
Now
back
you
to
know
the
what it's like
West.
to go skydiving.
Oh man. It's like that country singer was saying.
If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is
I don't know who
complete,
who
we'll be
sings that
facing a
song.
major crisis. The clock
I
is
know.
ticking.
That's the thing, it's just one lyric out of the song. Never mind. Bad joke.
No, not necessarily laggy.
Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by
Oh,
at the
press
recovery
L1
point.
again.
A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into
Okay.
the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat-proof.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talent?
She's equipped with 2 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as 2 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
So,
But if anything goes wrong,
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast,
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
that's reassuring.
No R1.
No.
I do like how as I hit R1 the camera
Oh,
angle
that's
changed.
not good.
Oh
You
no.
need that.
What was it?
Your backpack.
Oh.
You
I'm
know,
not
with
gonna
everything
have
in
my
it.
school books.
Nope. It's books. You're not gonna have any lunch, that's for sure.
Mm.
Yeah, Snake doesn't like that idea.
The not having lunch idea?
No, as soon as I sent it, his head snapped up. It's like, oh shit, my lunch. Yeah, take that thing off. Oh. Thought he was gonna, like, you know, move his head around like a L'Oreal commercial. I mean, look at all that loss of sale.
That is a lot of hair.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in.
Oh shit.
From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake.
Why?
I'll be referring to you as Snake from now
Why
on.
Naked Snake?
You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training?
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No. There's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
Oh great.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button. I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship.
No wonder why
My
I haven't
frequency
been
is
able to climb trees lately.
140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
Okay. My internet's being wonky. Are you still there?
Yeah. Are you still there?
Yes. I mean, you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay. The game that's not happy.
Sorry.
Not your fault. You don't control my internet. Oh, that must be that CQC thing you guys keep talking about. Where's my backpack? Oh,
Gotta go find it in the tree.
I did something with the camera.
Gross.
I want to climb over this, not crouch up to it.
Can you
Hey.
jump over it or roll over it?
I don't know what. Oh, oh.
There you
Okay, I
go.
guess it's triangle.
That might be the action button.
Mike, what are you doing?
No, don't go back up.
Wanted to readjust myself.
Gross.
I got an itch.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You're looking for your backpack.
Yeah.
Is there any trees around? Do you see
Oh,
a
a snake.
backpack just hanging? Oh.
I'm also a snake. Hello. Want to be friends? Very glad it didn't, like, bite me.
No,
Sort
those
of
ones
expecting
won't.
it to interact. Why am I...
I don't know, but you can. I don't know. Do you still got your knife?
Apparently, no.
What about the other side? The, what button did you? Okay, there you go. You could kill the snake and get it for food.
How do I...
You gotta get down to its level.
Oh.
Keep going. There you go.
Oh,
There you
yeah.
go. How you snake?
Oh, you're very static, you know.
Oh no. Okay, so you can access your map and your food right now.
Yes. Oh.
So will that show you where your backpack is? Nope. Okay.
No, but it shows me where I am.
It does. Yes.
I'm assuming I need to go the other way. I don't know. Oh, I kind of don't think I was supposed to go over here.
Isn't this the way you came in?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, a snake.
What? Another one?
Wasn't it? Yeah. They apparently spawn in pretty fast.
I guess so.
Go under that one. And look, a tree.
Oh. There we go. Really, triangle is
It
the
took
action
me a
button.
while to figure. Yep, that's what I figured. And you gotta figure out how to hang. Don't jump off the. There you go. You did it. Now climb to it.
Yeah.
You're already doing better than me.
Well, I mean, I have
I see you've
a
retrieved
coach.
your backpack, Snake.
Well, I didn't
To equip a weapon,
know what
it's
button to
necessary
press
to
to
take
hang
it out
down,
of your backpack.
so I ended up kept
In the survival
jumping off the
viewer,
tree.
choose weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a window in the upper left. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect
You
your
mean you
performance.
can't do this mission as a
You won't
ghost?
be able to shoot accurately,
shit.
for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
That's right. It's been fitted with its own
Hush
suppressor.
puppy.
However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once its durability reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
Solo covert
You're a
actions are
snake.
standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is
I
a
can look at
stealth
different
mission.
pictures.
You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word. And there'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of
Looks
myself.
like he's gonna
huh?
cry in this one.
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake
What?
death pill for that purpose.
He looks like he's about to
SIS
start crying.
guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one
Like someone
be
stole
issued
his
a
Tonka
potassium
truck.
cyanide capsule. Tape it to your
Out in the
body so you
playground.
can
So-
take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Oh,
Use it if
It's
you're taken
55.
prisoner by the enemy.
Oh.
It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So, how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
She.
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real
Oh.
name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John
28.
Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
okay.
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name
After a week,
only
no
if
one
you
has a
manage to
name.
make
What's
it
your
back
name?
alive. My
What's your
frequency
name?
is 145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So
be
saving
writing this
lets me
down.
record my mission
Should I get my
data.
notes out for this
That's
game?
right. It
Can if
also
you want
records
to.
the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to
Remember
be
the person
serving
that
as
taught you
Fox's
everything?
mission advisor.
Boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
Oh.
That's right. It's me.
Oh.
Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
You've lost weight.
That's a little
You can
creepy.
tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to
No,
mean?
we know she's the
Why'd
boss
you
and
disappear
female.
on me all of a
There's
sudden?
nothing else.
I was on a top secret mission.
Hmm.
You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right
Now I'm kind of like picturing
doesn't mean they
overweight
always
Snake.
will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight. You are a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
Oh, no.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times.
Sure.
As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your code name is Snake. It suits
Kind of
you
want
well.
cheese.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss
What?
put together during World War II was
I
a
was just keep saying Jack,
the
and
Cobra
there's a
unit,
there's a
a group of
type of
heroes
cheese
that
named
brought the war
Jack,
to
and
an
I
end and
start
saved
thinking
the
about
world.
cheese.
As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine.
I don't
Isn't
think
that
I
right,
like
Snake?
Kobe Jack, but I like
Yeah.
cheese.
I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes,
It's good to hear your voice again.
same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you were always best at urban warfare
I don't know why I
and
thought Boss
infiltrating
was an old
buildings.
guy.
But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC.
I can't hear you. There's
Close
birds in the
quarters
background.
combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets
They're
for
very
the past
noisy.
few years. I'm
We
probably
need to
pretty
hear
rusty.
this at CQC.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all,
Set
this
up
is your
birds.
first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My
shit.
frequency is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle
It
techniques.
says 8.5.
Gotcha.
Oh, I'm on
Your
8.5.
mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't
I feel
forget,
like I should be
this
writing the
is a
frequencies
stealth
down.
mission.
No, they should be in your coda.
Oh, okay.
Snake, try to remember some of the
Try to
basics
remember.
of CQC.
No.
Commencing Virtuous Mission now.
Oh, shit.
Alright, here we go.
CQC.